Hey folks, my name is Mark. How's it going? Just wanted to give you guys all an update. I live in the area affected by the Woolsey fire, and if you've seen my prior two videos, you kind of saw what's been happening. Just want to kind of give a little quick update here. Things are looking really good. I'm out getting some lunch, and I noticed like a lot of businesses are back open. A lot of people have returned to the area, even though most of the areas around here are technically still under evacuation. Like, just so happens my place isn't, right? But a lot of the surrounding areas are, and it's like, but people are starting to trickle in, and places are open and that kind of thing. And the wind died down a lot yesterday, but today it's starting to pick back up again. Even this morning it really wasn't blowing that hard, but right now it's starting to pick up, so there could be some danger. I think my wife and I were just getting ready, and we're ready to evacuate again if shit hits the fan. We're paying attention to the news and Twitter and all that stuff, and I haven't unpacked any of my bags. One thing I can say though is Twitter updates have been a lifesaver in this situation, for sure. There's a couple of channels that are like posting updates, different places that have flared up, stuff like that, so you can kind of keep track of where like the hot spots are and see if they're anywhere close to you. And it's like, man, that shit is fucking like a lifesaver, man. Whoever, damn, hats off to fucking Twitter. That's social media done right, used the right way. So and like I said before, yesterday, it's the not knowing that gets you so much, right? That's what was really hurts you. It's you get yourself, you get your pets, you get your loved ones, and your important documents, your passports, things like that. And you try to grab as much stuff as you think you can save. I didn't even know what to grab. I was just like kind of panicking, randomly just throwing shit into bags. Grabbing my fucking like Nintendo Switch and things like that, and it's like, well, fuck it, do you really need this? Well, those kind of thoughts go through your mind as you're like trying to pack what you should bring, clothes and medicine and all that other crap, and you got a few minutes. That's what it was like yesterday. It was like, all right, I packed up all my clothes, I got my any medicine I needed, and I got like things like my hard drives. I have all my artwork and stuff on hard drives, so those all got packed first, and then I had a few minutes. It's like, well, I can try to save some shit. What do I save? And you've seen my other videos, you see that I'm a collector. I have a shitload of like video games and toys and probably 5,000 comic books. You know what I mean? I've been collecting things, pop culture stuff and comics and games and toys and stuff for 30 years. It's like, what goes with you? Do you try to grab the most important shit, or does it even really matter? Because it's all things that can be replaced. It's like, are there, should I just not even bother with any of this stuff at all? And if it burns, it burns. If not, too bad. That's kind of, as panic sets in, those are the kind of thoughts that go through your mind. And finally, I just grabbed a bunch of shit, just bailed, and we left. And it's like, wow. And I can only imagine. Here's the thing, is that we had plenty of warning. We had like 6 hours warning before the fire got anywhere close to our place, right? I can only imagine if the cop came through there and said, you have to go now, you have 30 seconds, I'd lose my mind. I'd probably have a heart attack and die, to be honest. I don't even fucking know. So, like, anyway, but I'm very happy to say, getting back to today, everything looks to be, at least my area, is okay. From what I understand, the West San Fernando Valley is having some problems up in West Hills and Calabasas, that area. And then down in Malibu, it's like burning fucking mansions and shit, and that's still like the major hotspot. Like down in like Malibu and then a little east of that, it's still flaring up, and it's like, I only hope that they can save people's houses and nobody else gets hurt or damaged, and nobody's houses get burned down or anything. And I don't know, man, it's crazy. It's fucking crazy, and another thing that I can say is like, being in a situation like this kind of makes you identify a little more when you see natural disasters and things on the news and stuff like that, you know. Because be honest, right? When you watch the news, you see, you know, oh, there was a fire in Alabama or some shit, and it's like 5,000 miles away from you. It doesn't really hit home. It doesn't, you know, and it's just natural. It's natural for people to not, you know, to not be emotionally invested in things that are far away from them, that you're not personally involved in, right? And, you know, that's not a knock on anybody. That's just human nature. And now it's like, maybe next time I see that, I'm probably going to be a little more invested. I'll probably care a little more. And I don't know. But another thing I can say, though, is that there's nothing like a natural disaster to bring people together. And everybody that's out and about has been really cool and helpful, and people want to talk about information, and, you know, and I see genuine concern on people's faces. You know, there's guys out here like donating fucking, like, you know, businesses donating food to the firefighters and things like that, and guys driving around, like, you know, like up near my house, some dude just went out and had buckets of water and was like dousing embers and things, and it's like, you know, and it's a kind of a feeling of togetherness that we don't have in this community. I can say that for sure. And during everyday life, that it doesn't exist. And it's kind of like, you know, there's nothing like danger to make people realize what really matters, I guess is what it comes down to, right? So, I don't know. Anyway, if you're out there, if your homes are being threatened or whatever, evacuate. You know, don't stick around. Don't try to be a hero, right? Don't be a fool. Stay safe, you know, and listen to what the firefighters and the cops tell you to leave. You should fucking leave. And, you know, don't risk your life to save stuff, you know, or whatever. And everybody, you know, I guess that's all I got. Stay safe, folks. Adios.